Hello, everyone. Welcome to another stream. Not a stream, it's actually a video that I'm making. Welcome to Frozen or Cruise One Take. I am Cruz, and this music hypes me up a lot because we're in Speed Weeks at Daytona, baby. Cup cars, Xfinity Grand National cars, and the trucks are racing this weekend, as well as us, the iRacing contenders. We are officially in the season of stock cars, and it's amazing because I'm excited. I'm really genuinely am excited because as you can see here, I will be racing in this year's Daytona 500, not only in the open race but in this fixed race as well. So essentially I'm going to be doing the Daytona 1000. But before I get into that, please guys, like, subscribe, and hit that ring notification on those buttons, because yeah, we're getting close to 50, and I think the goal is to hit 100 by at least before the summer break. And if I can hit that, I know we're gonna start increasing those numbers, because yeah, sorry for the brightness on the screen. I try to make this as, you know, adjustable as possible so you guys can see it, but it's just for background aesthetics. Don't mind that. We're just here to talk about Speed Weeks at Daytona in the sim racing world. Yesterday did not go as planned in my eNASCAR Coca Cola Series debut, trying to qualify for this event, or for the actual championship. We started out in back because I was going with that mentality of like, chill in the back, let them wreck themselves, and we'll work our way to the front. Well, even starting in the back, it doesn't even matter, because in my first, not even the exiting the travel, we get involved in the semi big one. Thankfully, we didn't have too much damage. It was, I think, 11 to 12 seconds of optional repair, so we got that fixed, able to get out. Cool. Essentially, it was maintaining a pace. Our pack kind of fell off, so there was two separate groups, the fast pack and then the second pack. And there was another caution that came out, and I made the decision to stay out, just mainly because I wanted to see how my truck would react up front. And boy, did she react great. We were third on the restart, inside line. Boom, we get going. I hook up to the A truck, and with essentially two-car tandem for essentially 2 laps. Once that second lap kicked in and the overheating thing was popping up, I'm like, okay, maybe we can just stick my nose out, kind of cool it down. No, it didn't even last that lap. Coming out of turn 4 or turn 2, she blew up on me. And instead of getting a really great result, we finished dead last in the, well, not dead last, second to dead last. So we did get points. Fortunately, it wasn't the result I wanted, but there's Vegas next week with the trucks, and that's kind of my strong suit, are the intermediates with those trucks. But yeah, it was a disappointing start. This morning I decided to hop on with my team. We ran a couple ARCA races, which I'm never going to do again because, my God, they were horrible. I got a 3rd place out of the first one I ran, and then the last one that I ran, I got taken out by some lap car. So yeah, never again I'm running those ARCA cars. If I am, we're going to those intermediates or those other tracks where they're more fun to drive. But aside from that, you know, we've been prepping up for the Great American Race, this one right here. Reason why I'm mainly looking forward to this one is because I haven't raced Daytona 500 and before the pandemic, so since pre-COVID, this race has kind of had its toll on me. I haven't had really the best results, mainly because I've been taken out, mainly because I ran fixed races. So this would be like essentially my first year running the 500 with an actual setup that I feel very comfortable with. Actually ran this setup with the mock Budweiser shootout with the 2026 drivers that I would have raced into that Budweiser shootout. It was fun. This setup was to my liking. Again, AI is different compared to actual real racers, so I'm actually going to be running a couple of those open cup races that they have, the 70 lappers. I'm going to run one that's coming up here around 4:30. I'm gonna run another one today that comes up at 6:30, because yeah, I just want to get more track time, seat time in. Also, también yo quiero hacer un shout out a mi sobrino and sobrina, Sophie and Lalo. Quiero mucho, los extraño. Because yeah, I was on a very healthy and much needed vacation, and family time is what I really needed. So especially with my niece and nephew, and my uncles and aunts, or my only aunt, my only tia, and much needed time with grandma, because grandma's love is probably the best love you can ever get aside from the love from your family. Um, but yeah, no, this I'm really looking forward to this 500 in particular. I know I should have been more focused on yesterday's race because again, it's qualifying into the more legit NASCAR series, but this is probably going to be the closest thing I'm going to get to the real 500, and I would love to win this race knowing that I survived the madness, the carnage, because I know these races are nothing but carnage, madness, and just people wrecking each other. But, you know, it's like they say, Daytona and Talladega is just literally the wildest of wild cards you can get. You're either going to come out lucky or you're going to not come out on top. But I feel restrictor plate racing, well, I can't say restrictor plate racing. Not restrictor. Still have to take space. Super speedway racing, technical terms. I do feel really confident racing this race, mainly because of one or two things. One, I've probably had many more hours on plate racing than I do with any other discipline of racing, on iRacing in particular, both with hosted and official racing. I've tend to learn how the drivers are compared to they are in real life, because real life is different. One thing I noticed when it comes to the real life drafting stuff, is those guys race with each other on a regular basis. Every time you get into these lobbies at Daytona, Talladega, and even now Atlanta, you're racing with people that you've maybe raced a couple times or never raced in your entire life. For me, it's all brand new because most of these guys I've never raced with. And so the etiquette is very different. Some drivers are going to respect you, some drivers are going to drive you like freaking Joey Logano. Not it's not a traditional, like, who you're getting yourself involved with in terms of the race. And so that's why I kind of made the option to run both the open and fixed race, just because I know there's just two different variables of who's running it and who's not. And so, yeah, getting seat time right now is going to be helpful, especially with the luck I've had at these plate tracks. I mean, I've had a couple wins this week already. Well, this entire couple weeks that I've been running the AI stuff, and then with the actual official stuff, I got a third place recently with the ARCA stuff, so that was pretty cool. But that's ARCA. That's more lower. I'm focused on this one, the Great American Race. And it's funny because, well, with my team that I've been practicing with, they're actually trying to get into the race as well. We're prepping for the Bathurst 12 hours, which is coming up the following weekend, I believe. So it's gonna be fun. It's something I am looking forward to because I do love iRacing for what it has. Like I've said this before, and I can't stress this enough. iRacing gives something for us motorsports enthusiasts that grew up, wanting to race in the NASCAR series or IMSA or IndyCar, whatever discipline of racing it is. For us that can't really get into it, this is the closest thing we're gonna get. And I like how people do take this serious, because like I said, this is the closest thing we're gonna get to the real thing, and virtually I'm excited for what this season has to offer. We're building off great momentum with the 24 of Daytona. So I'm hoping to carry that on into this race because, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to run this Daytona 500. También yo quiero hacerle un mensaje a mis familia de Guadalajara. Los amo tanto, lo quiero mucho. Me da mucho gusto que me apoyan por esta carrera que voy a hacer. Porque sí, va a ser 50,000, 500, I don't know how to say 500 in Spanish, perdón. Pero el punto es que voy a hacer una carrera que me va a dar mucho gusto de hacer porque, I've kind of been out building a crowd down in Mexico. Me gusta que voy a tener un fan base de México, especialmente de Guadalajara, porque Guadalajara is great. Y pues, yeah, you know, los, los espero el viernes, this Friday. Is going to be the first one. Va a ser primera carrera a las 6 mi tiempo, 6 o'clock my time. Y luego va a ser la otra carrera en domingo, 6 también. Um, los dos carreras, ojalá si puedo ganar uno de esas dos carreras, porque sí, lo quiero ganar. I want to win this race more than anything, you know. I know I should have said that more with the Coca Cola race, but I kind of was last minute into that. I slapped the setup literally last minute, so you know the fact that I had a truck contending was also a good thing. So I got to take the positives from out of negative situations, you know. We'll see. I hope you guys really did enjoy this video because yeah, I know it's been a while since I've uploaded. Lo siento, pero I've been busy, but I am happy that I'm able to actually figure out my schedule now to kind of maintain, you know, the sim racing career going as well as like my actual life career going. Cause yeah, I'm at a point in my life where, you know, I want to say I'm in a what's it called in a loom or some kind of a funk. But one thing's for damn sure, I really do love my racing, and I love the team that I have behind me too. Shout out to my teammates Alex, Andrew, Sebastian, and Philip. You know, it's surprising because it's been a little more than a month since we last raced at Daytona, or it's coming to a little over a month since we last raced the 24 Daytona, and the chemistry that we're all building already, and the fact that we're all ready to run another endurance race, which is the Bathurst 12 hours, is pretty cool too. So, but yeah, this is an update video. Thank you for watching Cruising with Cruz, the one take. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Sorry, it's kind of all over the place. I'm still kind of recovering from lack of sleep and just mainly kind of just focusing on this one, this bad boy, you know, because this race, like I said, it means a lot to me, and I really hope you guys tune in. So please hit a like, subscribe, hit that ring notification button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you so much. Woo!